Okay. Says I'm live. So gotta wait till this other computer kick in. Make sure y'all can hear me. It sounds like y'all can't hear me. Alright. At least I can hear myself on the other computer. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Say you can hear me or put a 1 in the chat, anything like that. Just let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Alright, Marique say you can hear me. I'm neutral. Good evening. My man Alec Crooks to the bit of Red Rose. How you doing, Donna Jackson? Everybody throwing the ones up in there. Queen Meek, what's going on, babe? What's going on? Did that. Y'all in the building today. I appreciate that. Hey, Shay. What's going on, my Memphis neighbor? Man, you got your boy up to 21 likes already. I ain't even said shit yet. That's what's up. She said you drinking something on live. No, that's water. You know I don't drink. That's water. So that's water. Anyway, guys, what you're looking at right now is a little GIF that I made yesterday, and I'm just kind of doing something. Kind of think it's kind of cool. You can see that the name is doing a little effect, and you can see the letters back there spelling my first and last name. So I thought that was kind of cool right there when I created that. So, but anyway, though, everybody say they can hear me. All right, so let me not hold y'all up any longer. Let's get right into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Always like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always. Let me give y'all some shout outs. Queen Meek, I am doing fine. Thank you, dear. Louisiana Queen, what's going on, dear? Thank you for sending me this story. But like I said, dear, I already had the story on my radar. I just couldn't get to it till now. It's always a pleasure to see my man Alan Crooks in the building. Sylvia Huff always in the building. What's up, lady? My girl spend the day with Shay. Y'all haven't subbed to her channel. Check out, she be doing her little blogs and whatnot. And Shay, let me say something to you, love. I'm proud of you because you're getting used to it now. You're doing regular uploads now, so you're getting used to it now. I'm happy to see you doing constant uploads, so that's good. Like I told you in the beginning, you're going to be nervous as hell. But once you get the feel of it and you see people reacting to you, it's going to get easy. But even with that, though, it still get a little nervous sometimes. Hell, even though I've been doing this for like 3 years, I still get nervous sometimes before I even go live. So, you still get the butterflies every now and again. But I'm proud of you, dear. Keep on doing what you're doing. Your channel gonna go in the right direction. Amen. My man Marique in the building. What's going on? Donna Jackson in the building. Big Logic in the building. I think I say Queen Meek. I'm neutral. Good evening. Red Rose. Good evening. Who else up in here? I think I said Sylvia. I saw you in here. I think that's it. Beverly, she came in earlier. I don't know if she's still in the chat right now. Tony Lass. I think this is about my second or third time seeing you over here. What's up with you, bro? Beverly Palmer came here earlier. I don't know if y'all still in the chat room right now or not, but anyway, yeah. So give everybody a shout out. Thanks for everybody for coming over as always. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on, guys. Hold on. Anyway, guys, I got a story here, very interesting. I've seen probably about a handful of people talking about it, and actually, to be honest, this story reminds me of the Malia Davis situation. Only it's a male version of a little boy was murdered by his auntie's boyfriend. The auntie had custody of this young boy, and her boyfriend, if I'm saying the story correct, had a history of being back and forth in jail. And guess what he was being back and forth in jail about? Child abuse. He kept going back and forth to jail for child abuse. Like I said, ladies, I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all need to start doing background checks. There's nothing wrong with doing background checks. And I say the same thing to guys. Guys, we need to start doing background checks because what you think you know, you may not know. And sometimes, like Denise Williams said, too much, too little, too late. Amen. So it's always to be safe than sorry. You know, another tragic incident with a young boy. It sounds like to me he probably have a chance in the world, in this world as well. But the interesting thing about this is CPS put this young man in this home. Why this man got a criminal history the way that he has, and that puzzling me. You will hear one of these stories. Hey, Lady Fools, what's going on, babe? How you doing? What was I saying? So you're gonna hear one of the CPS ladies say, you know, we do a thorough look before we put the kids in a home. But to me, I don't think you did with this one, or somebody pulled some strings, or somebody slipped through the cracks, putting this young man in the care of a woman who has a boyfriend who been going back and forth to jail for child abuse. I don't understand to see shit like this. Made me glad I don't have any children, because you know, CPS failing my child like that or whatnot in case I fuck up and you have to take my child away from me. If they fucking up like that, putting them in the care of somebody who got that long history like that, then what are you really doing? Are you really trying to help a child, or are you in it for the money? I don't know. This shit is crazy. Bria, what up? What up, famo? So without further ado, guys, let me get right into it. Let me switch y'all over real quick. Miss Living Life to the Fullest. What's going on? Miss Living Life to the Fullest in the building. What's going on? Good evening to you. I'm glad you can make it. So let me switch y'all over. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Oh, where's y'all? Where's the chat room? Y'all right there. There y'all go. Right there. And guys, let's get right into it. Let y'all hear what's going on with this situation right here. Well, hold on. Let me go here first. That's the one I want to go to first. All right. Everybody, let's have a listen. Uh-oh. Forgot to cut the volume up.
Death. 27-year-old Cedrick Johnson is behind bars after confessing to taking the boy's body from a Lake Highlands apartment and putting it in a dumpster. Allie Spilliards joins us live from DPD with the latest on the investigation. Allie?
Yeah, for now, Johnson is only being charged with felony injury to a child. Police say they still have a lot of questions about how and when this little boy died. This was the end so many had dreaded. Police say tiny remains found in a Rowlett landfill are believed to be 18-month-old Cedrick Jackson. As they spent the morning digging through rubble, the boy's aunt's boyfriend, 27-year-old Cedrick Johnson, was booked into a Dallas jail.
He then confessed that he had taken Cedrick from the apartment and placed him in a dumpster in northeast Dallas.
An arrest affidavit says Johnson swaddled the boy tightly Tuesday night to keep him from moving. He told police it was something he'd done before after the toddler, quote, made a mess. According to Johnson, Cedrick made some sounds, began throwing up, and then became unresponsive. Johnson said he then attempted CPR for 30 to 45 minutes before taking him to a dumpster, which police say was then emptied into the landfill. Still, questions remain.
Currently, we do not have a motive for this crime. It has not been established yet as to when or how Cedrick has died.
And as the investigation continues, 6 other children were removed from the home. The boy's aunt was seen leaving earlier today. And now we are waiting on the medical examiner's office to release a cause of death.
So, Allie, we know Cedrick had recently been placed in the aunt's care by CPS. Did they have any concerns at all about Johnson?
Well, Brian, I did talk to CPS earlier, and they said that they don't talk about specifics of cases, but they did tell me that before they place a child in a home, they look at the criminal backgrounds of any adults they know are living in the home, and of course they wouldn't place a child in a situation where they believe there's a criminal history. That said, Johnson has had several past run-ins with the law, including assault against a family member and even leaving a 4-month-old baby at home alone. Brian?
So many questions. All right, thank you, Allie. Tomorrow, the family is holding a balloon release and candle lighting at the Lake Highlands Recreation Center at 7 p.m.
So, all right, y'all heard what they said. Before they put a child in the care of another home or another adult, you know, they do a background or whatnot. You just heard the lady said herself that he has a history of abuse. He got arrested one time for leaving a 4-month-old by himself in the building. So, what went wrong here? What went wrong here? I know you said he was not on the lease. Maybe that what went wrong. They was looking for only the person who was on the lease. I guess I can see that. Now, I don't know if this man was staying with this woman or whatnot, but if he was, don't they do a thorough look at the guy too, or who all staying in that house? I would like to think that they would. All right. Now, this is the auntie boyfriend. Well, it probably ain't the boyfriend anymore. But I wonder, did she know about his criminal past or about his history past? And did she know he had a history of abusing children? Okay. I wonder, did she know that? And then you see her walking out holding her head down. Boy, I tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. But something tells me that CPS may have known more than what they leading on to know. I could be wrong. Now, they got a section right here I want to read to y'all. It says what to know. And here's matter of fact, when was this? This was okay, this one I'm reading came out on July the 11th. And it was updated on the 12th. So about 3 days ago, safe to say. Well, here's something that said what to know. It says, the first one is child's body recovered from Rolette landfill after man confesses. He confessed to moving child from apartment to a dumpster. Then on the second one, it says right here, child's cause of death to be determined by Dallas County Medical Examiner. Additional charges are possible. Then you got one right here that says CPS removes 6 additional children from the home where the young boy lived with his aunt. So in all, it was 7 children in the house. That's a lot of damn kids. 7 children in the house. All right. And from my understanding, to my knowledge, this man got mad at this baby boy because he was made a mess with some ketchup or some shit like that. You know, probably was laying down, sleeping something, was too lazy to get up and check on the kids, see what they doing. Or maybe he's another one that probably singled out this boy. I don't know. But it got something to do with some ketchup and the young boy made a mess or some shit like that. You know, crazy as fuck. Crazy as hell. All right. So, let me switch over to this other one. I want y'all to hear. Let me switch y'all back over here to the browser. It's probably going to take a minute. There we go. This right here Let's talk about the affidavit that he claimed he was unresponsive when he placed the child in the dumpster. The child was unresponsive when he placed him in the dumpster. Now, there's going to be two articles that are going to be played in one right here. So, let's get right into it, guys. Let's get right into it.
Child Protective Services is now reviewing its actions in the case of an 18-month-old boy who was found dead in a landfill. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager.
And I'm Heather Hayes. Police say Cedrick Jackson was dumped in a trash bin by his aunt's boyfriend, Cedrick Johnson, a man whose criminal history includes child abandonment. The aunt had CPS custody of the child, which raises questions about whether CPS knew about Johnson. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us now with the status of the police and CPS investigations. Alex.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Cedrick Johnson was arraigned this afternoon here in Dallas County, and his bond set at $500,000. This as the family of little Cedrick Jackson prepared to hold a vigil and balloon release in his memory. As we learn more about the criminal history of 27-year-old Cedrick Johnson, Dallas police investigators were back at the landfill in Rowlett Friday, where 18-month-old Cedrick Jackson's body was found Thursday morning. Detectives say the little boy ended up there after Johnson told them he disposed of the boy's body in a dumpster Wednesday.
It breaks my heart. I'm trying not to be in tears. Of course. Because I looked all over for him.
Misty Manglona lives at the Lake Highlands apartment building where Jackson was living with his aunt, who reported him missing Wednesday morning. Jackson was placed in the aunt's care by CPS in May under an agreement with the child's biological parents. Cedrick Johnson is the aunt's boyfriend. The arrest warrant affidavit describes Johnson's account of what happened Tuesday night, claiming he swaddled the boy, wrapping him tightly because he had made a mess in the past, getting into some ketchup packets. Johnson says around 12:30 Wednesday morning, Jackson began throwing up and became unresponsive. He says he unwrapped the boy and did CPR in the bedroom for approximately 30 to 45 minutes. The arrest warrant says Johnson then drove Jackson to another location and placed him in a dumpster.
Why was the boyfriend even taking care of the young boy instead of the aunt caring for her or him?
It's an important question investigators with DPD and Child Protective Services want answered too. CPS revealed Thursday that 6 other children were removed from the apartment after Jackson's death, 2 belonging to the aunt and 4 belonging to Johnson. The suspect has an extensive criminal history with previous arrests for child abandonment, assault, and prostitution. These are his mugshots from Dallas County. I asked CPS if the agency was aware Johnson was caring for Jackson. A spokeswoman told me she could not get into specifics about the case, but said this in general.
CPS does a background check on any adult we know lives in the home. And if there's someone in the home with a serious criminal record, CPS would not be on board with the parents having the child go stay in that home. CPS is doing a careful internal review of all the...
Did y'all hear what she said? She said they investigate everybody that's in the home. Now, that just came out of her mouth. They investigate everybody that's in the home. So if that's the case, how the fuck did they miss him? How did they miss this? Or does it depend on what his history consists of? Which one of was child abandonment. But, you know, I don't know how much the prostitution part plays a role in or whatnot. But the thing about the child abandonment, you know, you would think there'll be enough to be like, I don't know about bringing them over here or whatnot. But then again, I don't know how the CPS work. I don't know how they work. But this woman just stood up here and said that they do a thorough check on everybody who's in the home. Apparently you don't. Because y'all missed all that shit. Y'all missed all that. I don't know how the fuck y'all missed that, but y'all missed all that shit. I'm neutral said depends on him being there when CPS does. Okay. Alright, cool. Out of Crook said no occupants. Louisiana Queen said, real after death. Lady Foot said, who will pay the fucking... Bria said, what's his address? Okay. Queen said she didn't tell he was there. Okay. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have it at church, so I don't know how this shit works or whatnot, but... Man, but she said everybody who's there. So, shit, I don't know. Let's continue.
The decisions and actions taken in this case.
Manglona, a mother herself, is angry.
I do hope that he gets punished for what he does or what he did. Even the aunt, I hope she gets punished for it too, because that's her nephew.
Hey, Alina. Hey, sweetie.
And we asked Dallas police if there were any new updates related to this investigation, as well as if any possible charges were coming against anybody else involved in this case. Police say as of right now, they have no new updates to pass along.
Okay, so...
Well, the search for a missing child...
Here's another part. Well, goddamn. So while we're getting ready for this other part right here, man, I don't. Damn it, man. Not like what Adam Crook said. He said anybody got mail coming there, check them. I like that, but I don't think they actually. I don't know if they actually do that or not. But if they do, there'll be a plus. But I mean, and the guy said, they asked him, was you aware of him? I guess was you where he was there or whatnot? And they can't speak on it. I don't know. I think with a motherfucker like that, if he confessed that he did it, I believe you should speak on every damn thing. If he admitted that he's the one who did it and find out that he did it, why keep holding that shit a secret, man? Let that shit out, man. He's a bastard. He's an asshole. Let that shit out, But I like the answers y'all giving. Y'all say, maybe he wasn't there at the time, or his name is not on the lease. That's not his address. And this, that, and the third. So let's go with what all y'all saying in the chat room, that it wasn't his address and this, that, and the third. Let's go with that. What the hell was the auntie doing? What was his auntie doing? How was he in her care? And how can I ask this question? Do CPS take in consideration about if the home is already crowded or anything like that? I mean, remember, guys, they say 6 other children have been removed from the home. So, which means when CJ was alive, it was actually 7. And I think they said 4 of them belonged to him. So, I don't know. What do CBS consider a crowd? And I got a video I want to play, and I think the question going to be asked, is that considered too many children in a home or something to that fact? What do they consider a crowd? Is it too crowded and this, that, and the third? And more and less, I don't know if, Queen, if you can find it, has the biological folks spoke out about what's going on? If you can find some on there, please send it to me. What are the biological people saying? Because I got to feel it's going to have a lot of twists and turns. Miss A. Reeves, hey, sweetie, how you doing? How you holding up, love? How you holding up? Hey, Clovis. Did I just see Shawnee Pooh? Yeah. Hey, Shawnee. How you doing, honey? Alina said, yes, the aunt should be responsible. Also, she left the child in his care, knowing his background. Thank you. Adam Cruz said, that's how the court see if you're a common law marriage. Okay. All right. Desiree said, I really don't understand why these stupid ass women keep doing the same thing behind a piece of meat. Yep. Alan Crook said in the numerous types of background check. Yep. Okay, Ms. Aries. I understand, dear. Like I said, when I lost my grandmama, I mean, I felt just how you felt, and she's been gone for a few years now, and it still fucks with me a lot of times. So I wish I knew what to say, but there's no words to fix what happened, dear. So, and I can tell you to hold your head up, but that's easier said than done. So my prayers go to you, love. My prayers go to you. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised you even here listening to what I'm talking about after you just losing your mom. This probably ain't going to help it no better. It should help it no better after losing your mom, dear. But, however, though, I'm grateful that you showed up. Thank you. I'm grateful that you showed up. Tanya, what's going on? How you doing, dear? And y'all haven't hit that thumbs up for your boy. Clover said, hey, boo. Lady Foot said, Chris, the mom asked for help. She asked for it to be her sister. Okay. Shampoo said, yes, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. YouTube is tripping on my notification. YouTube is tripping on everything. Man, YouTube is taking people watch time away. They didn't knock my watch time all the way down. And every time I gain more subs, they take them back for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell YouTube is doing. They knocking down people watch times. They knocking down your subs and shit. I don't know what the fuck they doing. They back on their bullshit. It is. I mean, they knocked my watch time all the way down. But then again, I guess in my case, I guess that's understandable. I guess because I don't stream as much as I used to anymore. I guess if they count streaming as the main source of watch hours, I don't know. But anyway, it ain't gonna make me stop doing what I do. So anyway, guys, let's see what this second one right here has to say. It research each month. Oh, it does? Oh, okay. I don't know how this shit works, so hell. I don't know. Appreciate that though. Appreciate it. Okay, what the hell? Oh, hell. Let's see, probably got to refresh. Hold on.
Well, the search for a missing child ended, sadly, when his body was found in a landfill.
A Dallas man is charged. Police say he confessed, and Fox 4's Ashley Paredes is live at the Dallas County Jail with the latest. Ashley?
But more charges could come later. Now, Johnson told police that he kept 18-month-old CJ swaddled at night. He claims that CJ made a mess one night with ketchup and swaddled him to keep him from getting up. Child Protective Services recently
if I heard what she said,
CJ in the home with the boy's
Jesus
aunt.
Christ.
Tuesday night, Johnson claimed.
So, if I just heard the lady what she said right, if I heard her right, she said he swaddled him at night. So did he lead a young boy like that the whole damn night? Which it sounded like to me he probably did, because it said the boy started throwing up and doing all type of shit. So you wrapped the child up because he got into some damn ketchup. You wrapped him up because he got into some ketchup. What the hell, man? What the hell? And furthermore, how did he get into the ketchup? Kids do what kids do. They curious. If you ain't watching them, they get into shit. We was children once, and I don't know why people don't understand that. We was children once, and that's the same type of stuff we did. When nobody ain't paying attention, we go sneak off and we get curious. Might got our ass whooped a lot of times, but we was children. We snuck off because we got curious. All right? We got curious. Oksana Game Evil. Your name is, I don't know how to say your name. Oksana Game Evil. Did I say that right? welcome to the show. How you doing? Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Elaine, good evening. How you doing? So yeah, like I said, we was kids once. And we got into shit. I mean, if we... Man, look. Let's continue. All right, now you doing this shit again? Come on now. Damn it, man. He's doing it again.
Noises.
He's doing it again. Hold up, man. Come on, damn it. He's doing it again. Hold on. Now, it wasn't doing it before I went live. Before I went live, it played with no problem. Now I'm live, and some bitch want to do all that robot shit. Come on, now. Quit playing with me now. It wasn't doing none of that shit before I went live. Now I'm live. Now I want to do all that stupid shit. That's one of the hardest part about doing the news, people. When you try to play this shit, all this stupid shit they do. So I'm going to leave the motherfucker alone, okay? I'm going to let it play. I'm going to leave it alone.
A Dallas man is charged after police...
Affidavit, which gives us the account of 27-year-old Cedrick Johnson and what happened that night. Right now, he's charged with injury to a child, but more charges could come later. Now, Johnson told police that he kept 18-month-old CJ swaddled at night. He claims that CJ made a mess one night with ketchup and swaddled him to keep him from getting up. Child Protective Services recently placed CJ in the home with the boy's aunt. Tuesday night, Johnson claims that the toddler started making noises, threw up, and then became unresponsive. Johnson says he performed CPR, but the toddler wasn't moving. Police say Johnson took him to a dumpster in northeast Dallas. The boy's body was found Thursday morning, a day after his aunt reported him missing and a statewide Amber Alert was issued. Police say Johnson's confession led them to a landfill in Rowlett where they found the toddler's body. They searched through piles of trash, ultimately making that gruesome discovery.
My grandbaby is 2 years old. I mean, I couldn't imagine this happening to my grandbaby. This is horrible. It's a baby.
Cedrick Johnson has a prior criminal history. Court records show in 2010 he pleaded guilty to child abandonment. Johnson was sentenced to 4 years probation, but that was later revoked. 6 other children were also removed from the aunt's home, and relatives are planning a vigil tonight for CJ at 7 o'clock at Lake Highlands Recreation Center.
4-year probation. He was going to get 4-year probation, but they rejected that. So good deal. Louisiana Queen said yes, he was a child once. So you know how it is. There's no reason for you to be treating a child like that, and I totally agree. Then Shauna Pooh said, I don't think he gave CPR at all. Dear, you read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. I don't believe he did either. I believe that's a crock of shit. Talking about he gave CPR. I don't believe that either. I believe he watched that baby suffer. That's what I believe he did. Because if that's the case, I believe, and it's just me thinking logically, if he did try CPR, he would have called 911 instead of taking the baby to a damn dumpster, So that's me just thinking out of common sense, but he's an asshole, so I guess I don't expect him to think like I think. You understand? So good call, Shani Puka. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. So all right, guys, let's read a little bit. Let me read a little bit about this. This was posted on July the 12th at 8:33. Then it was the video was posted at 9:21, and it was updated at 9:06 that night on July the 12th. This is Fox 4. And here it says as follows. The man arrested after the body of missing Dallas 18-month-old was found in the area landfill claims the infant was unresponsive when he put him in a dumpster. Cedrick Johnson has been charged with injury to a child causing serious bodily injury in connection with the death of Cedrick Johnson. Dallas police announced the charge on Thursday, one day after an Amber Alert was issued for Jackson's disappearance. Johnson was arraigned on the charge on Friday afternoon, and his bond was set for $500,000. Damn, that's all he got was that? Damn. According to an arrest affidavit, Johnson told police that Cedrick had become unresponsive before he put him in a dumpster early Wednesday, and he had performed CPR on the infant for 30 to 45 minutes. When questioned by police, Johnson said that Cedrick was swaddled in his blanket on the floor at the foot of the bed. The affidavit states that Johnson explained that he swaddled Cedrick to restrict his movement after the 18-month-old got up one night and made a mess by getting into ketchup package. So Cedrick was wrapped tightly to stop him from getting up in the night. So you won't worry about him got to go use the bathroom or anything like that. You know, you just worry about him getting into some more ketchup packets. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. The night of Cedrick's disappearance at 12:30 Wednesday, Johnson said he unwrapped Cedrick, who then began throwing up and became unresponsive. Johnson told police that he gave Cedrick CPR for 30 to 45 minutes, according to the affidavit, and he felt like Cedrick's heart was still beating, but he was not moving. Johnson then drove Cedrick to another location and put him in a dumpster. Cedrick's body was found at a Rockwall landfill Thursday morning after the dumpster was emptied. Dallas police were back at the landfill on Friday, conducting additional investigative work. Jackson was living with his aunt at a Lake Highlands apartment building. She's the one who reported him missing Wednesday morning. Jackson was placed in the aunt's care by CPS in May, under an agreement with the child's biological parents. I like that for y'all. Jackson was placed in aunt's care by CPS in May, under an agreement with the child's biological parents. Johnson is the aunt's boyfriend. Ironic. CPS investigators are now looking into why the boyfriend was caring for Jackson instead of an aunt. CPS does a background check on anyone we know lives in the home, and if there's... Alright, let me do this. CPS does a background check on anyone we know lives in the home, and if there's anyone in the home with a serious criminal record, CPS will not be on board with the parents having a child go stay in the home. So, again, a couple of y'all were saying his name is not on the lease. So it sounds like y'all may be right. A couple of y'all said that she never said he stayed there. I would say you are also right. I don't know how far CPS go with investigations, because I know Alec Crook said something about checking to see if it's mail in the house. I think that would have been a good idea to check to see if it was mail in the house in somebody else's name. But then again, even with that though, it could have been somebody who used to stay there. So, you know, it's a way around that. So, apparently, I guess when they came out there, they didn't know nothing about this man. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Man. CPS officials say in a statement, CPS is doing a careful internal review of all of the decisions and actions taken in this case. CPS revealed Thursday that 6 other children were removed from the apartment after Jackson's death. 2 belonging to the aunt, and 4 belonging to Johnson. 2 belonging to the aunt, 4 belonging to him. That's also very interesting. The suspect, Johnson, has an extensive criminal history. Previous arrests include charges of child abandonment, assault, and prostitution. I wonder who he was prostituting. I would like to know that. That's very interesting. I would like to know who was he prostituting. And who would be an idiot to let this man hold him out like that? I don't get that one. I find that very interesting. Very interesting. Who the hell was he prostituting? Donna said, where is the aunt? Oh no, why is the aunt not behind bars? Where was she at? That's a good question. Why was the babies in the care of the boyfriend? That's what somebody asked earlier. All right. Sylvia said, did they do a worldwide check or a BCI check? Shit, what it sounds like, they ain't do none one of them. Shit. Elaine said, another baby that didn't have a chance. Family can't always be the first choice. Yep, I agree with you on that one. Now, I got a video that I want to play. But I hate it because when I saw the original news clip, it ain't the same in this video. They actually cut the video, which I don't think they should have, but they cut the video. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here you go, right here. Hold on.
And it is possible that CPS.
All right, so let me switch y'all back over. Hey, Nisha, what's going on? Good evening. What's going on? All right, so the video right here, it says, death of Dallas Toller leaves many questions for Child Protective Services. Like I said, guys, this video has been cut. There's some parts they cut out of because I saw the original, and they cut out some parts of it. Don't know why they did that, but they cut out some parts of it, and I hate that they did that. So, and when I tried to play it again, I kept getting a message saying unable to play again. So I know with some news stations, once you play the video once, they're not gonna let you play it again on the same browser. So, but anyway, I found this on YouTube, and again, the video has been cut. But so we're gonna have to take what we can out of this. All right. So let me let y'all hear what the guy got to say.
CPS may have done nothing wrong here. CPS telling me today that they can't comment on the specifics of the.
The first thing came out of his mouth. CPS may not did nothing wrong. Y'all didn't hear him. Let me start it back over.
And it is possible that CPS may have done nothing wrong here. CPS telling me today that they can't comment on the specifics of this case. But here are the three things that we wanted to know. Number one, is a home with 6 children acceptable?
Y'all remember when I asked that earlier? What do CPS consider a crowd? Is it a home with 6 children? Is that acceptable? What do CPS consider as a crowded home? All right.
Was a site survey conducted? And was CPS...
Was a site survey conducted? Good questions. Good question. And y'all see the last one right there. Was CPS aware of the boyfriend criminal history? 3 damn good questions that need to be asked, but unfortunately, like he said, they cannot talk about it. All right. So, but these are some damn good questions that I wish they can talk about in the public, because inquiring minds want to know. What do CPS consider a crowd? What do they consider a crowd? Out of Chris, I really hope CPS is not in cahoots with it. Yes, thank you. Shana Pooh say, wow, this is deja vu. Yep, sure is, dear. Thank you, sure is. Yep. The exact same replica of Malia Davis, only it's a little boy this time.
Aware of the boyfriend's criminal history.
It's just very sad and unfortunate.
I spoke with former CPS employee Danielle Kennedy. I asked her if it's okay to place a child where there's 6 kids already in the home.
Basically, we want to make sure that whatever children we're going to place in the home have appropriate sleeping arrangements, meaning that you have a bed for them. It could be a bed or air mattress. We just want to make sure that their area where they're going to be at.
You know what, guys? I take that back. This not cut. When I first played it, I thought it was cut, but this the actual video. My apologies. My bad. This the actual video. Sorry. So apparently this woman used to work for CPS. Let's hear what she got to say.
Make sure that whatever children we're going to place in the home have appropriate sleeping arrangements, meaning that you have a bed for them. It could be a bed or air mattress. We just want to make sure that their area where they're going to be at is nice enough for them to sleep at night.
You're welcome, Ms. A. Reeves, dear, and try to hold your head up, baby. All right, good evening. I hit you up later on, check on you, see how you doing.
Kennedy also told me if CPS handled this correctly before placing the child, they would have done a site survey and extensive financial and criminal background checks, which leads to our question about the boyfriend who police arrested. Is it likely CPS was aware of his criminal history? Cedrick Johnson's been arrested several times before. He has a pending misdemeanor family violence case where he is accused of biting his wife. In 2010, he pleaded guilty to a felony charge of abandoning a child with the intent to return.
If anything did show up, anything dealing with, assault to children, sexual aggravated assault, anything like that, it would have been discussed with the supervisor and probably would have found another home, someone else to take the child.
Again, Danielle no longer works for CPS, and CPS telling me today that they cannot comment on the specifics of this case. What we know for sure is that the boyfriend has been arrested. Cedrick Johnson is in jail after little CJ was found dead. In Dallas, I'm Alex Rowe.
Shauna Pooh asked a good question. She said, I wonder why she's a former CPS employee. I wanted it too, and I'm pretty much sure she know how the CPS works or whatnot. So I don't know. That's a good question why she's not a CPS worker anymore. That's crazy. Hold on. All right. Let me see something else real quick. Okay. I don't wonder if it's taking so damn long. It set too damn high. Okay. So, again, another case of a child who seemed like they had no chance in the world. And you got an asshole who sits up here and just do some fuck shit and has murdered a child. Again, the exact replica of Malia Davis, but only it's a little boy this time. But you got a man who's the corporate in killing the child. Now, I don't know what's up with these boyfriends, so they're attacking people's children and killing people's children. I don't get it. It's sickening to the stomach. And I don't know what you women see in these assholes. I really don't. Because I know a lot of people can put on the front in the beginning. We all can put on the front in the beginning. But eventually, they bad habits are going to show. So, something I believe had to click in the auntie mind that this dude is a piece of shit. Something had to click in her mind that he's a piece of shit. Especially how the fuck was he acting when she made the report that the child was missing. And he got his punk ass just sitting right there, ain't saying nothing, probably looking goofy as ever. And she probably seen him looking goofy, but didn't say shit to him. Now, look, granted, a lot of people think, just because I guess you a certain size or whatnot, don't nobody want you. I mean, that's not the case. It's somebody out there for everybody. And I hate when people get in the mentality saying that, well, they the only person who want me. I mean, don't nobody else want me. How you know? Would you rather stay with somebody that's a piece of shit, that's trash, and ain't doing shit, versus then keeping your sanity being alone. Now, if that's the mindset I got, that don't nobody want me, I think I'll pick the latter. I want to keep my sanity and be alone. Okay? But to have somebody in my life that's a total piece of shit, that ain't doing nothing but making me go crazy and making me suffer anymore. And God knows if I got depression, that ain't gonna do nothing but make my depression even worse. So why sit up here and stick with somebody who's a piece of shit? Okay? Everybody deserves to be happy. Alright? And I don't give a damn how long somebody's slong is or how good somebody's cootie cat is. If they're a piece of shit, fucking them is not gonna fix it. Amen? Fucking them is not gonna fix it. Especially if they treating your child like shit. Fucking them ain't gonna fix it. But sadly enough, you got a lot of women out there like that hate their own children and don't give a damn if their boyfriend is hurting their children. And those women right there are scum. And the guys who sit up there and stay with a woman who allowed them to do that to their children ain't no better. Ain't no better. So now, this woman gonna have to answer as to why she left this asshole with that young man. She gonna have to explain that. And I can't wait till they do an update because I would love to hear what she gotta say. I would love to hear what she gotta say. Right, Sean Pooh, cootie cat. Cootie cat. Right. Y'all haven't hit that Hey Val, what's up? Been a minute. How you doing, babe? Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. But I'm just saying though, she's gonna have to answer as to why she left this man why she left that child with this man. Alright? And again, this man was a child once too. He was a child once too. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, it seems like the Brittany Bowen syndrome is going around, and it seems like the Darian Vince syndrome is going around. And speaking of Darian Vince, somebody fill me in about what the fuck happened with his daddy. Why did his daddy get arrested? Somebody fill me in on that. Why did his dad get arrested? Oh, nobody don't know? I don't know. Darian Vince's dad, I just seen a couple people did a video saying that his dad got arrested. So I don't know, did it have anything to do with Malia or what? So I don't know what he got arrested for. You know, I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. But I just seen a couple people did videos saying that his dad was arrested. Matter of fact, I think my man Icky Mail, he did a video saying something about his dad has been arrested. So I don't know if it got anything to do with Malia or anything like that. But nothing, I can't just go and research. Nisa said she don't know either. You know, but I know he just got arrested. Okay, so don't nobody know what he got arrested for. So, okay. None little research ain't gonna hurt. You know, gotta do some research to see what's going on with that. I just find it kind of weird that your son in trouble for this, he in jail, and you turn around and got locked up too. That's very weird. Very weird. You know? Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Cole said, catch you later, Chris. Going out to grab a bite to eat with the family. Peace out. Okay, dear, thank you. I'm about to get out of here myself in a minute. So, yeah, guys, you know, poor decisions, irresponsibility, and everything again costs another child its life. Another child is gone too soon because of jackasses. Okay, Renita Hunt said some shit happened in 2001. Okay, cool. She said something happened in 2001. I find it interesting. What the hell he do in 2001? Anyway, though, yeah, like I said, you got two more jackasses that CPS appear to have failed this boy because they claim they do thorough checks of everybody who's around the child. And again, that's a good question. You got 6 children already in the home. So was that really appropriate to put him up in there to make the 7th child? I don't know, but Ladyfoot said earlier that the mom asked for help, and I guess the sister was the one that asked for help about caring for this child. So I'm hoping the mom come out and speak too, because I would like to know what's going on with her situation as well. Hey, Ben, what's up? I would like to know what's going on with her situation as well, why she couldn't care for her child. Renita said he wouldn't pay old tickets. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Appreciate the info. Yeah, I'll have to patiently sit back and wait for the updates, because again, the auntie gonna have to explain this, and hopefully the biological parents are gonna speak out about this as well. I hope they do. And some of y'all said y'all think that the auntie should be in trouble. I think she probably need to be in trouble too, because you weren't supposed to do that, as far as my understanding. That child wasn't supposed to be in that man's care, especially if you know about his criminal background. Shit just fucked up. It just fucked up all over. So Louisiana Queen or anybody, if you get an update on this story before I get it, please do not hesitate to send it to me. I'll be more than happy to bring the update. Also, if there's any updates on the story I did about Ronnie Cole, the guy who got shot by the New York Police Department, I tried to do some research to see if there's an update on this story. I don't see anything as of yet. But if any one of y'all get an update before I get to it, please do not hesitate to send it to me via Facebook, email, or whatever. Don't hesitate to send it to me. Can I get a little briefing on what's going on? You sure can, Bam. You sure can. Hold on. Let me switch the screen. Alright, so anybody who need to email the stuff, they're going to my contact stuff right there. Y'all get any updates on this story or their story about Running Cold, please send it to either my email, or you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Please send me updates, and I'll be more than happy to come up and speak on the updates as much as possible. Now, I'm bound to give you a briefing on what's going on, and everybody else who probably in the bushes don't know what's going on. The meats and potatoes up, you got a jackass by the name of Cedrick Johnson has been arrested. He's admitted to killing a young 18-month-old boy by the name of Cedrick Jackson. And the reason he killed Cedrick Jackson because young Cedrick Jackson got into some package of ketchup and made a mess. So once he did that, Cedrick, punk ass, swaddled the boy tight so he couldn't move. And I'm assuming it's throughout the whole night. And once he tried to go check on the boy began throwing up. Allegedly, so he claimed, after the boy throwed up, he performed CPR 30 to 45 minutes, which I think he lying about that. And once the boy was unresponsive, instead of him calling 911, he took the boy's body and dumped it in a dumpster, and they found the boy's body in a landfill. And that sums it up right there pretty much. All right, man. Said she out the next 2 days. She looking to it. I appreciate it. Alina said he got arrested for past tickets. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So it didn't have nothing to do with Malia. Good. Hey, bossy, what's going on? Good evening. I don't think he did CPR either. I don't think he did no CPR either. I think he's lying about that. I really do believe he's lying about the CPR part. I don't think he performed no CPR at all. There you go yawning. Yeah, I don't think he did no CPR at all. I think he lined his ass off when he said that. You know? So, anyway, guys, as always, thank y'all so much for coming. I really do appreciate y'all. I really do love y'all for this. Y'all got me 38 likes. Can you give me 2 more for 40? And I'm pretty much sure I'm going to get more once the show is over. That's how it usually works. You know, I get a shit lot more once the show is over. So that's the story for today, my friends. And again, anybody in Louisiana Queen, any one of y'all get an update on this story or even a running cold story, please do not hesitate to send me the update to this story, because as a matter of fact, I would love to keep an update on both of these stories. Other than that, y'all have a good evening. If anything else come up, I got a little time tonight. I may come back live again tonight. Other than that, though, y'all take care of yourself and each other, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.